Well, it took us 20 minutes to get the camera set up, so welcome back to Thrive Podcast. I don't even think Zayne knows we changed the name of the podcast.
No, I knew we changed it. You just don't know how to change it on the header.
Is this Thrive Podcast? Oh, yeah. Facebook is awful.
Yeah, you still know.
And don't call them because they just hack you. They don't have an actual phone number.
It's been a while since we've recorded. I think it's been, almost 2 weeks?
It has. Zayne had the flu, and
I've been MIA. I've been busy with the wedding
and all kinds of stuff.
Jiu-jitsu, and you canceled on me. I canceled on you.
But we are back. But we actually have a special guest, so you don't have to look at me much longer. Zayne actually gets married in 3 days. Some might celebrate. Some might object. But yeah, 3 days. So we're gonna put Zayne on the hot seat today, and Kaylee, his fiance, is coming on. So come on up, Kaylee.
Come on, Kaylee. Let's do it. We're gonna have Justin.
Kaylee is asking the question.
We're gonna have Justin take the day off.
Justin gets to be a fan for once.
Justin just gets to sit back, relax, and just hopefully enjoy the show.
Not a fan.
He is a fan. He's a fanboy over me. He loves
me. He is. You know he is.
We have a whole fan base already.
Yeah. Trusty.
So Kaylee, this is you haven't been recorded yet, like truly on a true podcast yet, have you?
No, she didn't run it.
Yeah, we did one.
Yeah, I was just saying it on camera.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
where were you?
You've seen me before. Hello.
Welcome back. So so me and her get married in 3 days. September 27th. We just beat the timeline.
Holy cow.
We just beat the timeline for our marriage license. We went today, and you have to wait 72 hours for it to be valid.
But no one tells you that. You have to look it up online.
And so the lady told us, she's like, when are y'all getting married? We're like, Friday. She was like, well, what time? We're like, what the heck? 5:30? She's like, oh my gosh, I've just made it. Our marriage license does not become active until 3:09 p.m. on Friday. So luckily we're having a little bit of a later wedding, so it kind of all worked out. I think today what we're going to do, so Cambria is going to be sitting in the background, and she is going to ask us questions. I don't know what the questions are. Do you know what the questions are?
Not a clue.
And we're just going to answer back and forth with each other and see
what happens.
See how much she knows me. She marries me in 3 days. See if she actually knows me.
See what happens.
A few questions? Is that like what these are?
No.
Oh, okay. See.
So first one, question number 1, and I will repeat every question that she says because y'all may not be able to hear.
What do you most admire about your partner, and how do they inspire you?
Oh, Jesus Christ. The question is, what do you most admire about your partner, and what is the rest of it?
And how do they inspire you?
How do they inspire me? I'll let you go first.
Thanks.
Anyway.
Thank you. What I most admire about Zayne, and how does he inspire me?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't love me?
No, I definitely have to be as hard.
There was a pause there.
Well, you have to think about it. This is not just like a one-ended question. Like, there's a lot of things I admire about him. The thing I admire most is like his love for his family. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter what they do to them. It doesn't matter how he's treated or how whatever. They will always come first. Like, he's always going to take care of them. He's always going to be there.
Remember that. Always first.
Shut up.
I become the first part of this family. Don't forget that. And then, what was the second part?
And how do they inspire you?
He works so hard every day. So it would be, he inspires me to keep growing, keep pushing, and not just become stagnant and happy and compliant with where I am. So that would be how he inspires me.
I like it.
With Kaylee, I would go with I admire her selflessness. Like she's never trying to put herself first, which I get onto her at times because she definitely should, but she doesn't. But she always wants to make sure to give to someone else, whether it be a stranger, whether it be someone she knows for her whole life. She wants to make sure that she is selfless. She'll give someone the shirt off her back, literally. to be able to help them, and she's going to do whatever she can. We've helped plenty of her friends before, and it's something that I had to actually change more because I was more reserved. Where she was like, "Hey, no, let's help this person. Let's do this for this person." And what was the? Go back to the second one again. I forgot it.
And how do they inspire you? I feel like it was. I feel like that was
too long.
Yeah.
And I think she aspires.
They're just long, Zane.
Yeah, tell me about it. Not even into it yet. It's been a long week. Tell me about it. I would say with her heart, she makes me want to be a better person overall, but have my boundaries with it, and so she's really helped me through that. So, thank you. I love you.
I love it.
All right, what's number 2?
Next question. This one is uncomfortable.
Oh no.
How do you envision handling financial responsibilities in your marriage? Y'all have been through premarital counseling.
Yes.
I know y'all have talked about it, so...
Hey, all I heard is I'm the man of the household.
Oh my gosh, this got taken so far out of context. If our counselor watches this, I am so sad that this was said. I respect it, but holy cow.
I'm over the household.
Repeat the question, though.
I'm going to say that wasn't the question.
The question was,
way far off.
how do you envision handling financial responsibilities in your marriage?
The question is, how do you handle financial responsibility within the marriage?
How do you envision
financial responsibilities in the relationship? Our counselor basically told me, hey, if it's down and y'all can't agree, Kaylee.
But that was my everyday decision.
Kaylee, you just got to pay attention to him.
She said
you
had to come with good reasoning.
No, he's man of the household.
No.
That's all I heard. All I heard was Kaylee listen. I said,
No.
that sounds pretty good.
This guy's
I didn't even lie. No, on a serious note, we've talked about this quite a bit as far as like financial things. I want to make sure that she knows everything and is set up for success if something, I mean, God willing, nothing happens to me, but if something were to happen to me, that she would be able to take care of it and be okay, to where she knows how to pay the bills.
Yeah.
She knows how to mess with her 401k or mess with her any of her things that we're investing in. I want her to be involved, but at the end of the day, I think we both talked about it as far as me being the one that's saying, hey, it is my responsibility to make sure that we're successful in that aspect of our relationship, take care of it, and I'll be the one kind of more in control, but she's going to be in the loop throughout everything. We're still going to have our conversations. I'm still going to take her input in. It's not like I'm just going to shut her off and say, hey, I'm taking all the money. Good luck. Here's your little $200.
No, and I know this can be a really hard topic for people, and like it was very uncomfortable at first because of obviously money, and money's always an issue and all the things. But I have a very I don't want to say old-fashioned view on it, but I definitely would. I am more comfortable with him having more control over like, hey, this is what's good for us, because one, I don't know and I don't understand, and two, like I trust him to still take care of me and still have more of the control than I do. Like that's fine with me. It doesn't bother me at all, because I mean we have I think a good understanding of like.
I get golf clubs. She gets her nails done.
That's not even a question. But I don't think it'll ever be a question for me. Like, am I being taken care of? No, that's never going to be an issue, because, like you said, he keeps me in the loop. We stay in contact about it, but I, in the end, do not have the final say on like how our finances are ran and all that things. I put my input. Trust me, that is not a question. I'm always giving my opinion, but I don't know as much, so I'm okay taking the back seat in that situation.
And that's something where it's not something that she doesn't know as much, and I'm not going to say I know it all either, but we make sure to communicate to each other. And then so if something ever comes up 5 years later that we talked about already, she's like, hey, Zayne, remember when we did this? She's learning more, and I'm learning more throughout it. And I think that's all you can ask for.
So the next question, this one, Zayne being sentimental and Kaylee being a teacher and sentimental, is fun. What traditions or rituals would you like to create together as a married couple? Kaylee, you
Ooh!
first.
I was living for this.
Repeat the question.
What kind of traditions or rituals would we like to create as a married couple? Like
Yep.
things we bring to our family that we're going to start and things we're going to do.
I'll be honest, guys. This is probably
This is my moment to
probably
shine.
mostly about how I have no care. this is her,
This is my time to shine, okay? No, I grew up with a lot of traditions, like baking cookies at Christmas, decorating the Christmas tree together, watching these certain Christmas movies every year. That's what we do. Or like every Easter we went to my Meemaw's and we do the same treasure hunt. Now it'd be different, obviously. We didn't go to all the same locations, but it was a treasure hunt. Things like that just made every holiday or every event special. Like birthdays, my mom's side has this really cool way of singing happy birthday where no one sings in the same tune.
It ain't really cool. It
It
sounds
is
terrible.
the best thing ever. No
It
one
ain't
ever
cool.
does it. We call it the French family style of singing. And if you've never been sang, like, no one's ever sung to you like that, it's the best feeling in the world. Like, it's just hilarious. There's no order to it. It's just the best thing.
Have you, real quick, have you ever heard of orchestra? Like before the person is actually directing them, and it's just a whole. That's what it sounds
No,
like.
but it's so much fun. You can't even lie.
So that's
You
why I'm
love
kind of
it.
yeah.
You love it.
Okay. All right.
But a few of the traditions I want to either keep or like create of our own. One thing I love to do is like make my own Christmas ornaments every year. So then it just collects on your tree. So making yearly Christmas ornaments, or all the birthdays, whenever decorating the house for all the birthdays. That's one thing I love to do. Like on his birthday, I try to go all out and put balloons in the house and streamers and a birthday sign. And like that's a tradition I would like to start and continue, and it just get bigger every year. I don't know. I have a ton of ideas, but we'll see which ones come to.
Yeah. No, I don't have any rituals or traditions.
Well, like
but...
y'all started the Thanksgiving tradition of the turkey bowl. Justin and Kimberly did like that's such a fun thing.
That's
we
not.
go to every
But
year.
that's not like a me and you tradition. That's something that's already happened. That me and Justin. That's more. Than me and
Okay,
Justin
but that's
tradition.
the same idea.
Well,
Y'all have
yeah,
y'all have traditions like you have ideas like that. Like
Yeah.
he wants to do a cousin's Thanksgiving at our house this year and stuff. So I think that's something we'll probably do every year because not all of his cousins get together all the time, and
it's gonna be more of like a Mendoza cousins because my dad's side, no, we don't get together at all. So I'm like, hey, let's get the cousins together.
What do you do when all the Davids are together?
Zayne, David.
we just yell David and one of them turn around.
My dad.
That's what we do.
Oh, but anyway, so yeah, I don't really have like a tradition or ritual I'd really care. Not that I wouldn't care to bring. I think it's gonna come to me once I have kids, because I know that's important to her, and I need to show effort. But I don't care about it. But I'm gonna make sure to show effort for it because it is gonna make her happy.
He does let me decorate the house for Christmas like extravagantly. Like I go all out. I love the Grinch, so that is kind of going to become our Christmas tradition so far. Is like the Grinch threw up in our house, so he's let me do that every year. So we'll see how long that gets to continue.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
Next question. What are your expectations for how household chores and responsibilities will be divided?
I don't cook. I don't clean.
Okay, Gardy.
She said, "How is our expectations for how household chores are divided?" So he had this crazy idea that he would only do dishes.
I thought it was a great idea.
And I would only do laundry for the rest of our lives. Like I would not touch dishes. He would not touch laundry. That got cut off real fast. It was a great idea. I mean, in theory, it might work, but definitely not in real life.
Justin, now she's been doing dishes and laundry. I've been working late.
I've been doing all of it. But
I truly believe that's why men came up with jobs.
Crusty in the background.
No, but as far
We
as
no
like,
longer have to hunt for our food, so let's go find jobs.
Oh.
it's a scapegoat for household chores. That's what he's saying.
I would say that's a work in progress. We don't really. I don't think that's something we talked about it. We've done things.
Well, he likes to say that he's in charge of the outside chores, but he hires someone to do that.
What?
So it's like it doesn't add up.
If you want to hire someone to clean the house, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's definitely a work in progress because we do not agree on what the standards should be. So we'll see how that turns out. We'll have to check in a
You
couple
want to hear the real
years.
issue? You want to hear the real issue? The real issue is when I clean, she don't like the way I clean.
He doesn't clean.
So I get griped at when I do clean. So you know what?
When's the last time I griped at you?
If you don't like the way I do it,
oh wait, the last time you cleaned was probably 5 years ago.
you don't like the way I clean. I just want to do it. That's all.
You did not.
I think trying
Do
to
not go there.
Hey, it happens.
Do not go there. Last
I'm
time you
just
cleaned the
saying.
house, I said thank you, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
and I was so grateful.
because I showed you that Katy Perry TikTok thing and told you need to be nice to me about it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, next question.
Somebody get their friend.
Yeah. How do you prefer to spend quality time together?
Let me go first. You want to go first?
Go.
My quality time, I don't have to necessarily be talking to her because I talk a lot during her job and she talks a lot during hers. So it's not necessarily just like talking to her. It's more just sitting down, watching the TV shows that we watch together. Even on, well, now it's Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, watching football together. That's a lot of days. That's a lot of time for quality time, if you ask me. But we just want to go ahead and watch games together and just hang out, sit on the couch. That's what I would call my quality time. That's my preferred quality time.
I would say I enjoy those moments where we're just like watching a TV show or we are watching football or we are doing these things. But I also really crave the conversation because I spend most of my time talking to 8-year-olds and it's not as exciting as you would think. So like I enjoy the quality time where we're able to have a real conversation, we're able to discuss things going on, even if they're just like tiny minute things about our jobs, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so and so today said this or whatever. But in the end, it's just honestly any chance we get to be together because our schedules are so crazy. Especially when I start coaching again and all these things, like we don't see each other very often. So anytime we do get to spend together is quality because there's not a whole lot of it.
So, speaking of quality time, do you know each other's love languages?
Yeah.
Repeat the question though, so everyone hears.
Talking about quality time, do we know each other's love languages? Hers is definitely words of affirmation. There's times where like I fall short on that, and I can definitely tell with how the way she acts and her constant need of reassurance. And then it's quality time. Those are like your big two.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yep, that's it. Those are the two I'm going with. Was that right?
Yeah. I would say his are quality time and acts of service. Those are his big two. Like, when I am doing the dishes or I do clean the house or I sweep and mop the entire house or whatever it is, like he's very grateful and he makes that very known, and I think that's how he feels love, is when someone else does something for him without having to ask, because I don't think that happened a whole lot, and like it's something that is important to him.
And I would say with mine too, like it doesn't have to cost money at all. Like my quality time, mine's about time. To me, time is one of the most precious thing that anyone can have. And so even like when I have people come over to like my wedding or my birthday party or something, I'm like, dude, just come. Just spend time with us. That's all I want. That's all I can ask for is your time.
Come over to my wedding.
Yeah, come over to my wedding. Come on. Hang out. We're gonna have some food, have some free drinks. Just come on. But that's what mine is. Mine is valuing other people's time because I know how precious and how I treat my time. So then, yeah, you're right.
So after this question, you have one more question, but we're leading up to that.
Okay.
What are you most looking forward to in marriage?
Oh.
You got to repeat the question.
Okay, what are you looking most forward to in marriage? That was the question. I heard this from someone and I never thought about this. When going into marriage, and this lady, it was a customer and I was talking to, and she said, one of the most beautiful things about marriage is when you know that y'all are together and y'all aren't gonna leave each other, y'all trust each other, and y'all have that big fight. You don't know what's gonna happen with that big fight. You don't even know how you're gonna get over it, you and the other person. But when you finally get to that other side, and it's like, holy crap! Like me and her did that together. We're still together after that fight, and I think that's one of the most hardest, cherishing, greatest things that I think a person can go through. Dealing with someone with the differences that we have. So I think that's what I'm looking most forward to. Be able to make sure that we're bonded and how our bond will grow throughout our marriage. Because I mean, I know we're gonna go through some hard times. So seeing us being able to get through the other side, I think that's gonna be the most enjoyable part.
Yeah, I would say for me, it's going to be having someone who, and it's been this way since we met, but having someone I can talk to about anything. About, like, I'll come home and I'll know he's going to be my number one supporter. He's going to be the person to be like, I have your back, but you should probably look at this way. Like, he's going to be that person that's going to support me no matter what, but give me other options, or just like you said, like a constant, just we're going to go through everything together. You'll never, ever, ever go through anything alone anymore. Like, that's what we are for. Like, you'll never have to go through anything alone, and I'm never going to have to anymore. We're together. It's us against the world. That's what I'm excited for.
I love it. Okay, last question. Repeat after me. Who
Who
is
is
your
your
favorite
favorite
cousin?
cousin? Who's my favorite cousin?
I feel like we got set up right now.
I'll let you say the obvious one in the room. He did call me before this interview. He said,
Ew, you're not going there.
David.
he said, hey, you make sure to shout me out about this podcast. So I did it at the end. So if you don't hear the shout outs, because you didn't listen.
He ain't listening to the end.
So, you, David.
That to just pick one cousin?
You pick two.
Okay, just look here, Bria. Yay!
You didn't see that. Well, you didn't see that. Camera just looked very mean to me. So it's all good.
No, I said thank you for
Never mind. She's giving me directions on what to say.
Those were half the questions I came up with.
You're stupid.
Thank you for tuning in. Next time.
Hold on.
Oh, what's next? Something else? You coming back in the show? Or
Yeah,
what?
one more question.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on,
Just
bring
one
it.
more.
Will your kids be Hook'em or Cowboys?
Hook'em and Cowboys. They're gonna be heartbroken both
that's
ways.
not. That's
That brings loyalty.
Sorry.
No,
if
they're
it's
OSU Cowboys.
No.
Look the wrong way.
Are you stupid?
No, Kaylee always wears OSU crap.
I don't own anything
I don't
OSU.
OSU.
I'm a UT fan
Cross you,
to
Justin.
the end.
Anyway,
Till next time, thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, we'll get started on the next time. Peace.